Hey everyone, it's Greg Narayan again, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Google Adwords keyword tool for finding keywords to put in your blog posts. You can put keywords in your titles or your permalinks or in the post itself, and I find time to time I mention this keyword tool for use. I know that Yoast, the famous WordPress SEO player, mentions keyword tool a lot, so we're just going to figure out how to use it here, and I'm going to show you not only how to search and find good keywords, but how that actually impacts AdWords too, because I've been experimenting and trying those out. Okay, so first, if you want to use the Google keyword tool, you could just look up Google, or really just keyword planner, and then it will come up number one. It's gonna log you into Google if you have a Google account, which you should, and it will take you to this page, which has the what would you like to do option. Once you're here, we are gonna click the first option, which is a drop down, and it's pretty simple to search for your new keywords. You just give Google an idea of what you want to do, like maybe gardening flowers. Let's just try that very basic search, and we can click get ideas. So once it loads, Google will actually show you what sorts of ad groups are being used. So these are actually ads that people are paying for, but we want to look at keyword ideas, which is this tab over here. Google actually made this change in the design pretty recently when they moved it from the keyword tool to the keyword planner, and I think they just want us to look at the ad group ideas to spend more money, but what we want is the keyword ideas. Alright, so we can assess our keywords here. At the top, this graph just shows the volume of searches every month. So for a search like flowers, gardening flowers, it's going to be more searched in the spring, which is a good feature. You should always take into account when people are searching your keywords, because that will affect your conversions and your sales and so forth based on how hot they are at the moment. So this particular search, gardening flowers, gets 5.7 million searches in May, and then it averages off to about, well, it says the average here is 170, which is a little confusing because we're talking in millions here and then it's just 170. But this number is our local searches, so Google knows where I live, and I won't tell you here on the tutorial, but that's how many people do that in my local neighborhood, which is not as important. I'm not a local business. I am a blogger, so you want to focus on the big global numbers through Google. So this is a very popular search. Routinely gets over 2 million searches per month. Moving down, we want to search and sort. So we actually want to click average monthly searches, and that will show us the highest keywords being searched in Google. So we have a pretty wide spectrum. If I'm a gardener, I'm not going to care about ranking for flowers because, you know, it's just really not specific. You want a good 2 or 3 keyword phrase, because that tells you what someone wants to do with the keywords, and then you can create content tailored to that and help people do and act, and then, you know, hopefully buy your product in the process. So that's pretty cool. This information is not as relevant because it's just one word keywords. We can go back to ad group ideas though, and maybe open up something that gets a lot of average monthly searches. So maybe I'll open up you know, something like raised garden. So raised garden, this is clearly a search keyword for someone who wants to create a raised garden or get information on it, maybe download an ebook on it, or read some of your expert advice. And just using this general advice from Google, we can see that raised bed gardening is searched more than raised garden bed. So this would be a better post title, something like how to make a raised bed, gardening, or in some order that phonetically makes sense. And we can also see that raised bed garden is more searched than gardening with the ing, so that's useful. Also, you are going to want to notice that there's a significant drop off in raised flower garden. So if you take out the word bed and insert the word flower, you're going to get a lot less searches, which over time is going to result in a lot less traffic for you and your blog and your whole company. And that is really one of the big points you want to take away from this keyword tool, is that small changes in the keywords, like using bed versus garden, can have a huge impact on your success and how much traffic you get. And you can really apply that strategy of one word versus the other over tons of different keyword searches that you'll make, whether you blog about finance or automobiles or insurance or sports or anything like that. So let's see how I've used this in my real life, now that we know how to use the keyword planner just for a general search like gardening flowers. Alright, well, what I do is I blog, and I teach people how to blog, and I also teach people how to make websites, and I make websites for clients and all that stuff. So I am focused on titles regarding website and WordPress and stuff like that. And I actually ran this video through a test with keywords. At this statistic ratio over here on the right, I only need about 230 views to get a like, which is not amazing. It's not that good compared to like a viral video, but for a tutorial I think that's pretty good. If we extrapolate to 100,000 views, I'd be at 500 likes, maybe 25 dislikes, and those are numbers I am actually really happy with. So I took this video, alright, and I made a campaign with it in AdWords, and I called it Niche Website. You have to set all your general features, like how much you're going to spend and what language and all that. And then what I did was I used Google Keyword Planner. Alright, I just did a search for WordPress niche website, and I saw what came up. So I actually used the ad group ideas because I was going to use this for advertising. And I went ahead and sorted by average monthly searches. And I just looked around. So by getting ad group ideas like how to make a website, I knew that how to make a website was a big time player. And things like WordPress help and e-commerce, those are also big. And this helped me get a general idea of what keywords to include. So I would rather call my video how to make a website than WordPress development tutorial or something like that, because this 590 is much lower than 27,000. We can click back. I used build a website. That was a big one for me. Gain some more insight, like how to build a website is searched a lot more than how to build website. Alright, so just putting that A in there is a big deal. And just the small words like we saw before with our gardening search. I took those over to AdWords, set up a campaign, inserted my video link to this video, and then I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 keywords and saw how they perform. And now that I've let this run for about a week, we can see that WordPress website is performing best. WordPress how-to is good. That was kind of a random selection that the keyword planner showed me. Create is more popular than build. How to make a WordPress website is not as good as just WordPress website. It's because it's more work to type that in. But literally no one is searching for niche website, so that's a very interesting point. One interesting thing you can do is just really add keywords easily. So let's say that I know create a website is good, but maybe create website without the A will be even better, or maybe make website without the A will be better. So I can just add those right here and click add, and we can just add them, and you can run as many keywords as you want. There's all sorts of keyword strategies like taking out negative ones and playing keywords against each other, but I just keep it simple. You can see I just plussed 2 more keywords, and now they will just start running, and Google will basically do the work for you. It's going to charge me at the most 6 cents per view. So at the moment I'm paying Google about $79-80 for this. So you need a little bit of a budget, but if you have that budget, maybe you work for a company or a startup, or you have some funding, then you can really do a lot with AdWords. And getting these views are actually resulting in sales for me in my business. So I will happily pay 6 cents for a view, and also pay it just to see what keywords are important for my own personal blog. Alright, that's a wrap for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed learning how to use the Google AdWords keyword tool, also called the keyword planner now that they changed it up a little. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I hope you're having a great day. See you guys.